Chris. How are you today?
Great, Steve, and you?
Fine, thanks. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the history of your company, what you guys make, and what your main mission is?
Okay, we're happy to do that. Well, New Relic really is a company that has charted new ground and created a better mousetrap now twice in the making. So, it goes back to our genesis. We have a lot of history inside application performance management, and Lou Cerny, the founder of New Relic, was also the founder of Wiley Technology. And when he created Wiley Technology, application performance management was really not really a well-defined market yet. The way people managed their applications in those days was strictly by looking at the infrastructure, looking at the components that the application ran upon, and trying to manage those individual components. Well, what happened is that didn't always mean that applications were performing well and users were being served well. So, Lou created Wiley to provide that level of management and kind of a user in view from the application down to the infrastructure, as opposed to only an inside out view. So it was a little bit revolutionary at the time and really picked up a lot of speed. And now it's a $3 billion annual business. Lou focused on consumability, trying to focus on how we could get customers to deploy that on their own without any professional services help, make it so intuitive that they could use it without training.
And so obviously this is a SaaS product.
It is 100% SaaS, and we focus on a holistic and complete solution to the performance management needs of your applications, whether they're run in your data center or out in the cloud. In fact, we manage more applications running in the cloud than all other APM vendors combined. One of the other things that's happening with the emergence of the cloud is applications are getting pushed out into the marketplace much more rapidly. So, in the old days, 2-3 years for an application deployment might be acceptable for many companies. Now it's weeks and months, and companies want those new applications out in the marketplace because they're driving revenue, they're driving brand recognition, and they're providing differentiation for these companies. When you have web applications, that becomes basically the interface between the company and their consumers. It's much less the case today that it's an individual person-to-person relationship. It's usually a relationship through that web application. So they view the value of your brand through how well your application is performing and what type of value it provides to you as a consumer. So what we do is we help manage those web applications to make sure they're performing well, they're available, and they're servicing the client's customers.
To what level of granularity do you do that?
Well, actually quite a bit, but granularity can be a double-edged sword as well. So we can go all the way from the user and their desktop all the way down to the lines of code and give you complete visibility for all of that. So it's really very granular, but we simplify the results of what we give you so they're consumable by a broad, by many people inside your organization.
I think everybody really loves your live charts. As I was walking in here, I saw this big plasma out there with a nice live chart. And that's a testament to the simplification that you're talking about.
Exactly. And, we use our own product. And I like to say that we drink our own champagne. We support 250,000 applications each and every day. And we're managing those for our customers. So, we need to make sure that our own products are working well. And so what you see on the walls is us watching ourselves to make sure we're providing good performance to our customers. Sure. So first of all, we're focused on providing one product. And so the product has many elements, but it's a single product, and it works and runs just like a single product. So, a lot of the on-premise providers today are offering a product that's evolved over years of acquisitions. They're all different architectures, different UIs, and they're trying to piece those together, which really doesn't work so well. And the customer is the one that feels it. So our commitment, as I said before, is to consumability and making it simple. So we provide true view into the performance of that application. Like I said, from the user's experience, we provide a lot of detail about the experience the user's having, what kind of response time, if it's slowing down, where's it slowing down, and things like that, all the way down into the depths of the application, and then to the infrastructure that supports it. So 3 primary elements today, really: how's the app performing, what's the experience the user's having, and then what's happening with the underlying infrastructure that's supporting that application. From a market perspective, I think we're in the process of redefining how application performance management is done. We did that once before when we were with Wiley and created that market, changing from an infrastructure-focused management discipline to adding the outside-in user experience application viewpoint. Now what we're talking about is how people consume that and where they consume it. The reality is the current solutions on the market before New Relic can only support about 10% of the applications that are out there because they're just too heavy, too expensive, too time consuming to deploy to manage the whole environment. We offer the ability to manage all of your applications. We have the ability to manage and instrument hundreds of applications literally within a week. And so with that level of consumability, it's changing the way people consume APM. It's making it something that gets used everywhere now instead of on a few key applications. And so from a market perspective, we think the market's moving toward a more consumable model, and we're perfectly positioned for that. From a product perspective, we're going to continue to add more capabilities into that management discipline. So whatever you need to manage that application, we're going to work toward adding that into the product. So things like mobile are things that you're going to see on our roadmap in the future. We're going to look out to giving you more insight into your databases and some of the other things in the back end. So it'll continue to expand, but tightly focused around application performance management.